Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the evolution of cooperative banking in India. As we all know, in the previous 20th century, in the beginning of the 20th century, in India there was mostly farmers, okay, farmers and the laborers, and they were having the land, but income was very low for them, okay. So they were mostly dependent on the money lenders for the money, and the money lenders and landlords जो थे वो क्या करते थे, they used to charge lot of interest on them, okay. So this would really cause a great loss for the farmers, okay, and the laborers. So here they were mostly dependent, this colonial government जो थे, they were, the farmers were dependent on the unserious money lenders, okay, and they were the major cause of indebtedness and poverty, okay. There was lot of poverty in India. So these landlords and money lenders जो थे, they were exploited by the ordinary farmers and the agricultural laborers. Moreover, the law appeared to be on their side because they knew how to pursue their own interest with the legal framework, okay. So यहाँ पे जो मनी लेंडर्स जो थे, they were knowing how to pursue their own interest, कैसे चार्ज करना, एंड अगर क्योंकि लीगल काम भी उनको पता थे. एंड दिस रूरल जो पीपल थे, द फार्मर्स एंड द लैंड लेबरर्स, they were very illiterate, unorganized and mute sufferers under such circumstances. So यहाँ पे ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट जो थे, इन इट्स ओन इंटरेस्ट वांटेड टू कीप अवे द एमर्जेंस ऑफ रेस्टलेसनेस अमंग द मासेस विद द राइज ऑफ ब्रिटिश एम्पायर थ्रू आउट द इंडिया, ओके. दिस ये जब हो गया, ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट को लगा कि नाउ द मासेस शुड बी हैव सम अपॉर्चुनिटी शुड बी गिवन. दैट टाइम व्हाट हैपेंड, इट लेड टू द adoption of principles of cooperation, okay. Principles of cooperations were adopted, and the cooperative organization are the democratic in spirit and based on the principle of self-help, equality of the opportunities. The basic principles of cooperative is filling the self-help and a desire to achieve pre-planned common ends through joint efforts, okay. The European countries' cooperative organization had made a significant headway and had presented role models to be emulated by the other countries of the world, okay. It was a quick to grasp the probable benefits of cooperation for the Indian masses, okay. The evolution of cooperative movement in India can be traced to 1904 when the Cooperative Societies Act was passed, okay. And the movement was started with the objective of providing finance to the finance do agriculturalists at a very low rate, okay. Low rate पे क्या कर रहे थे, they were giving the finance, okay. And to reduce the influence of money lenders in the sphere of rural credit, the act provided the formation of cooperative credit societies. The importance of cooperative efforts to provide credit to Indian agriculturalists was realized at the beginning of the 20th century. जब 20th century हुआ, तब उनको पता चला कि cooperative efforts were very important because Indian agriculturists जो थे, they were very illiterate, and उनको लगा कि हम लोग अगर अकेले काम करेंगे तो हमसे कुछ नहीं होगा. Better what we do, we come together and work as a team. जब वो work as a team करने लगे, then they found that it was really useful for them. A cooperative organization is a voluntary organization of persons who associate each other on equal terms to achieve certain common ends, okay. The act simplified the procedure of registering cooperative societies. The act laid down a simple procedure for their functioning. Prior to that, the act, any organizations was to register under the Indian Companies Act, okay. The Act 1904 also provided for the appointment of registrar for cooperative societies and created a separate cooperative department. The registrar was supposed to guide the cooperative movement during the initial period, okay. जब initial period था, they were supposed to guide them. The movement was mostly confined to cooperative credits only, okay. जो cooperative credits था उसके लिए ही ये available था. So the most of the act, okay, however, did not provide the formation of central institutions that were needed to for financing and controlling the primary credit societies, and also for the non-banking cooperative societies. Therefore, Cooperative Act 1904 was amended, okay, in 1912. The act removed the defects of the 1904 act and made it more comprehensive. Okay, this act recognized non credit societies also. Okay, जो non credit societies थे उनको भी recognize किया. It provided the legal basis for the establishment of central cooperative banks or banking union. They were to be formed by the union of primary credit societies or union of primary credit societies as the individual. ओके तो ये यूनियन क्रेडिट सोसाइटी से फॉर्म होने का उन्होंने डिसाइड किया. देन द गवर्नमेंट हैज अपॉइंटेड अ कमिटी. गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया? दे अपॉइंटेड अ कमिटी, ओके, टू रिव्यू द प्रोग्रेस ऑफ कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज. कि कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटीज कैसे काम कर रहे हैं, हाउ इज द वर्किंग गोइंग ऑन. सो टू रिव्यू दैट, टू कीप अ ट्रैक ऑन दैट, गवर्नमेंट हैज अपॉइंटेड अ कमिटी, ओके, अंडर द चेयरमैनशिप ऑफ मिस्टर मैकलन. ओके, उनके लीडरशिप, उनके चेयरमैनशिप के अंडर दिस कोऑपरेटिव मूवमेंट वाज फॉर्म. एंड मैकलन कमेटी रिकमेंडेड द इस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ फेडरेशन. ओके, फेडरेशन इस्टेब्लिश करने का उन्होंने सजेस्ट किया of the district central cooperative bank known as state cooperative bank or apex bank. Okay, then later in 1919, okay, जब 1919 हुआ, the corporation was declared to be transferred subject in charge of separate minister. Okay, some provinces like Mumbai, Chennai, etc. was passed independent act to replace this 1912 act. Okay, throughout this period the government was looking after the development of cooperative movement in India. Okay, cooperative movement develop करने का इंडिया में बहुत गवर्नमेंट ने ट्राई किया. In other countries, cooperation has been a voluntary efforts to establish strong cooperative institutions with the help of economically weak person. The individual resources of the economically weak person are pooled together to build up a strong cooperative institution. These cooperative institutions are helped by the government through the Reserve Bank of India in more than one way. They also provided with the financial. So here the cooperative institutions जो थे, the institution are helped by the government through the Reserve Bank of India in more than one way. Okay, they are also provided with the financial assistance, with managerial and technical assistance, with the requisite advice to over organizational and other difficulties and so on. Thus it appeared to be the entire cooperative movement by a large aided movement. So here they were divided into different phases. Okay, phases थे. First phase was in the year 1900 to 1930. Okay, this was the beginning of the 20th century. यहाँ पे उनको लगा कि there is a need where farmers should be फार्मर्स लैंडलॉर्ड है वो फार्मर्स क्या करते थे, फार्मर्स को लैंडलॉर्ड एंड मनी लेंडर्स वर पुटिंग लॉट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट ऑन देम. सो दैट वाज द फर्स्ट फेज वेयर दे थॉट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी शुड बी फॉर्म्ड. ओके, एंड द सेकेंड फेज वाज इन द ईयर 1930-1950. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, here there was a major development that took place. Okay, major development was taken place and the major role was played by the Reserve Bank of India. Reserve Bank concern and involvement in the sphere of rural credit stream from its various state of corporation. Okay, specific provisions were made in the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, both for the establishment of agricultural credit department in the bank and for extending refinancing facilities to the cooperative credit system. That was the second phase. Third phase कब start हो गया, in the year 1950-1990. Okay, this was after independence. Okay, rapid and equitable economic development became the central focus of central state policy. Okay, Cooperative in general and rural financial cooperative in particular were once again on central stage. Okay, taking concession of the weakness of the cooperative system, all in rural India survey, credit survey, not only recommended state partnership in term of equality but also partnership in term of government and measurement. Okay, so that was the third phase, and the last phase was 1990 and onwards. Okay, this was the in the last 15 years there has been increasing realization of destructive efforts of intrusive state patronage, politicization and consequence impairment of the role of cooperative in general, of credit cooperative particulars. Okay, so leading to the quest for reviving and revitalizing the cooperative movement, several committees were set up to suggest cooperative sector reform during this period. Okay, so that was the fourth phase. So altogether there were four phases where the cooperative movement has started.